What's up guys, this is Ashnok, showcase of Ram in Banshee 13, one-shot teams for you guys, 3-man setups, I got 2 of them, and I got a 4-man setup. The gear level goes down as I use different teams. This is the hardest one to gear for. I'm using Leo for defense break, target debuff to facilitate things. You don't need such amazing gear when you have those 2 debuffs at your disposal. You need Song of Star on Leo. He has 2 chances to actually land, the target debuff. So even with 1 copy at plus 15, you're going to be able to have a pretty high chance to actually land that target debuff. 97,400 something damage. That is not that much overkill damage with this particular team. It is pretty tight, and the gear that I have on all my heroes, they are at the end of the video. The stats of my heroes and the gear for Ram, if you are curious about that. Now this team with Vivian, the cool thing is that you have immunity to debuffs, right? If the Banshee sister, the enemy right here, if she attacks you and she lands, because she can land a 3-turn decrease hit chance debuff, and you want your team to be faster than her. But in my first team, I was slower because I needed more damage, so my speed wasn't quite up there. And what happens is that, well, if you have that debuff on you, it's gonna stick up to the phase versus the Banshee, the second battle. So if you miss your attack, that's it. You're gonna fail your run. So right here, big damage, of course, from Ram, 91,000. And I like this team. I like it because the gear level is not as high. Vivian is able to handle the ads on the first wave, and she hits pretty hard with her S1 as well. And 3-turn attack buff. This is what player use for when you try to do Banshee one-shot team with like Baiken. You need to have a 3-turn attack buff, and Baiken doesn't need as good gear as what I'm running on Ram, but you do need the skill ups on her to make this happen. I don't even know if it's possible to not have any skill ups on her and have enough damage to actually down the boss. Maybe with close to perfect gear you could pull it off, because I have a lot of overkill damage with this particular team here. With Silk, I have attack percentage memory imprint on herself and on Leo, and I have Warhorn. That's another hero I can put an artifact on. With Midnight Bloom on Vivian, boosting the crit chance of my team. You need 85% crit chance versus Ice. So yeah, you don't need the greatest of gear when you run a team like the one I was just running. You have more attack increase, more damage increase from the whole team, so it's going to be easier for you to actually pull it off. I actually have a clip at the end of the video that shows you how much overkill damage I'm actually doing with my Ram. So it's almost something like 20,000 damage. So you could replace the rage set, you could have something else, maybe a destruction set, right? Or you maybe go with like triple crit set or something like that. But you don't need that much crit when you're running Midnight Bloom, and you're also at elemental advantage. So yeah, destruction set would be your go-to setup until you can get maybe a rage set going on. But this is a one-shot. These are one-shot teams, and you're not gonna start farming like Banshee with a one-shot team. Maybe you need to get better gear, so you gotta keep that in mind. But this is for speed running Banshee on auto later on. So you can see the memory imprint right here giving me some free attack. And Silk, you don't need that much attack on her, and it's much easier. You need such a lower amount of gear level on your team to pull it off. Like the wave 1 get destroyed by just Vivian alone, so the damage of Silk and Leo is like overkill already. But you could have much lower damage from, let's say, your Vivian and from Leo Vivian, or Leo Vivian Silk or maybe another Earth hero, like you could pull it off without having such amazing gear. And Leo, it's really important that you land defense break and target debuff to really pull off the big damage. And Vivian, I mean, I have full skill ups on Vivian. I almost have max skill up on Silk, but you don't need Silk. Like, you could pull it off with other heroes. This is just the way I was running it. But I really like the attack percentage memory imprint, and I like to use heroes which I won't use in PvP as well. You know, like Silk, Leo, that's a good combo that you don't need to worry about. You know, you can just stick the gear on them and you're good to go. Vivian, I mean, she's pretty good in PvP, so yeah, maybe you want to run Charles. You could, run a 4-man setup with Charles, so it's easier for you to deal with, not requiring such high amount of gear on, let's say, on your Ram. Maybe you can pull it off without needing a rage set. That would be really good. And you want to run Kaladra artifact on her. It's gonna perform better than Daydream Joker. I've tried it. It's a difference of like 8,000 damage for me, 8,000 damage less with Daydream Joker. So Kaladra maxed out is definitely better. But you can see the gear is pretty crazy. You could be running Illyanav as well. You would get 50% crit damage increase. That would be pretty sweet. By the way, guys, you can deal 34,000, maybe up to like 35,000 damage to the Banshee before going with your one-shot hero. That leaves you a lot of room tweaking things. Charles has a crit chance memory imprint, so that's pretty cool. You don't need to run maybe Midnight Bloom. Actually, when I was running him, I wasn't actually at 100% crit chance. I think I was like 98 or 99 on Ram. But yeah, if you do have the luxury of having crit chance from the memory imprint of Charles, that'd be great. And also Vivian, you can have attack percentage memory imprint on her, so it definitely does facilitate things. Vivian is really amazing for this. Even the immunity, buff, just in case the Banshee sister enemy attacks you, so you don't want to have that decreased hit chance debuff, but because maybe you don't have the speed to have your whole team go first to down that wave 1. So you can see the damage here. I'm slow. If you're looking for an emulator or a new phone, check the description of the video. It's on slow motion, 82,000. The boss is already dead, but look at the overkill damage. It's almost 20,000 damage overkill. Yeah, you don't need the gear that I have. You can most definitely lower that. Let us know what you guys think about Ram in the comment section, but that's gonna be it for this one. I'm Astronax. Good luck with all ya do. Peace out for now.